Good morning, children. Children, today we'll study Mendeleev's periodic table. We have studied this table earlier also in the previous class, but today we are going to discuss this table in detail, and we'll come to know about the various merits and demerits of Mendeleev's periodic table. So Mendeleev arranged the elements in increasing order of atomic masses, and he prepared a chart which was called periodic table. Now, why do we call this as a periodic table? Because in this the elements with the similar properties occur in same vertical column, or you can say groups. So these are the vertical columns which we call as groups. First group, second group, third group, fourth group. These are the vertical columns. We call them as groups. In this table, elements with the similar properties occur at regular intervals, fixed intervals, or you can say fixed period, and that's why it is called a periodic table. Periodic means anything which occurs at fixed intervals of time. Now, in this table, you can see that there are 8 vertical columns, first to 8th. These vertical columns from 1st to 7th have been further divided into groups, subgroups A and B till 7th. 8th group is not having any of the subgroups. There are 6 periods in this table, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and these are known as periods. 1st, 2nd, 3rd periods are normal. 4th, 5th and 6th periods have been further divided into series. That is, 4th period has first series and second series. The element of first series is potassium and second series is copper in first group. So this is how the arrangement of the elements was done by Mendeleev. Now, Mendeleev's this table had certain merits. Let us discuss those merits of the Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev was able to arrange the elements in simply 8 groups, and this made the study of the elements very easy. Mendeleev was able to predict the properties of some undiscovered elements. And so, what did he do? He left some gaps in his table. So, if you see the original table given by Mendeleev, there are certain gaps left. These are the gaps for undiscovered elements which were later on discovered and then put here. So, what happened? If we take some example, let us see the example of gallium. At that time, gallium was undiscovered. Later on, it was discovered. So, what did Mendeleev do? Mendeleev left a place for gallium which was below aluminium, and he called that place as Eka aluminium. The vacant place was kept for Eka aluminium. Eka aluminium means one place below aluminium, and he gave some properties for that Eka aluminium. Later on, when gallium was discovered, the properties of Eka aluminium and gallium were found to be similar. Like this, Mendeleev could predict the properties of undiscovered elements, some other elements also like scandium and germanium, and when they were discovered later on, they were put in those particular groups. Mendeleev was also able to correct the atomic masses of some elements like gold and platinum. He was able to do so by placing these elements strictly on the basis of similarities in the properties. So, he kept the elements on the basis of similarities in properties and was able to correct the atomic masses. So, these were the merits of Mendeleev's periodic table. Now, in the next video, we'll come to know about the defects of the Mendeleev's periodic table.